Hi, and welcome to Stay in the Loop, where we know all the new trends, especially in mathematics. In this video, we are learning how to solve 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication word problems. Now, allow me to put my focals on, and let's begin. Sydney is putting stickers into sticker books. Each book holds 24 stickers. She has 3 books. How many stickers does Sydney have in total? I'm going to reread this question just because it is a phenomenal test-taking strategy to ensure that I know what the question is telling me. Sydney is putting stickers into sticker books. Each book holds 24 stickers. She has 3 books. How many stickers do we have? So based on this problem, I know that I am going to be multiplying 3 times 24. 3 represents those books. 24 represents how many stickers are in each book. So if I just wanted to provide a visual, here's book 1 with 24. Here is book 2 with 24. And here is book 3 with 24 stickers. I can solve this using the area model, like we learned in our previous video. So I'm going to draw my area model box, splitting it. I can split it in half, but I usually have it in 4 parts so that I can make sure I account for all the digits. So for 24, it can be broken or decomposed into 20 and 4. And then 3 is a single digit number, so it's just going to stay as 3. No need to decompose. Remember that the area model means I am multiplying my length, which in this case is 3, times my width, which in this case is 20. 3 times 20 equals 60. And I know that because 3 times 2 is 6, which means 3 times 20 is going to give me 60. My next equation, again, I have my length of 3, and I now have a width that I'm multiplying of 4. 3 times 4 gives me 12. I've multiplied all of my factors, so now I'm simply going to add up those partial products, 60 plus 12, which equals 72 stickers, which answers my question perfectly because I'm trying to figure out the total number of stickers. Now we're going to move on to question number 2. Megan reads 21 pages of a book each day. If she reads for 5 days, how many pages does she read in all? Again, I'm going to go ahead and reread. Megan reads 21 pages of a book each day. So every day when she's reading a book, there's 21 pages read. If she reads for 5 days, how many pages does she read in all? So the equation that I am going to create this time is 21 times 5, and I am going to use the partial product strategy, where I'm going to stack my numbers and make sure I multiply by the correct place value. So starting in the ones place, I have 1 times 5, which equals 5. And then I have one more set that I need to multiply, and that is 20 times 5, which equals 100. I have multiplied all of my factors together, so now I simply need to add 100 plus 5, which are my partial products. That gives me the value of 105 total pages read in the 5 days. Here's our last question. Carden collects 32 shells during each visit to the beach. He visits the beach 2 times this week. How many shells did he collect in 2 weeks? So reread it. Carden collects 32 shells for each visit. He visits 2 times. How many shells did he collect in 2 weeks? 2 times 32 is how I'm going to solve this problem. And we can actually do this a variety of ways. We can simply add 32 twice, or we can do our area model like we've been doing with our 2-digit by 1-digit by breaking apart that 32 first. So 30 and 2, and then just multiply by that single digit of 2. Either way, 30 times 2 is that first equation, which equals 60. And then we have 2 times 2, which gives me my second partial product, which gives me 4. When I add up 60 plus 4, I am left with 64. Same thing if I were to do my repeated addition. So 64 shells. All right, here comes our time where you're able to do some independent practice. So go ahead and pause the video at this time and get started. So here are our answers for our first 3 problems. And you have seen, or what I have shown you is the area model. Our second visual is just using the partial product if that was the strategy that is more comfortable for you. What you want to make sure is that you have those equations written correctly along with the correct partial product so that when you are adding, you get the correct product at the end. As always, it only takes one aha, and I hope that you got this in this video. Please subscribe and share. Thanks.